Duchess of Edinburgh sends heartfelt nod to Prince Edward with sentimental jewels. The Duchess of Edinburgh has sent a heartfelt nod to Prince Edward with sentimental jewels. Sophie stepped out in Cornwall today to visit the Castle Heritage Centre, known as Castle Bude to locals. This was likely a heartfelt nod to her husband, Prince Edward, whom she married 25 years ago in St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. One fan wrote on social media, the Duchess of Edinburgh's diamond stud earrings, worn during her engagement interview in 1999, symbolize both elegance and joy. From that day to today, these stylish earrings carry not only beautiful memories but also happiness and smiles. Every time she wears them, they shine with sweet memories of the past, bringing a lovely smile to her face. Another fan added, "Oh, how lovely, beautiful earrings." Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. His wife was not the only person wearing something from their engagement interview, as the Duke of Edinburgh donned the same tie he wore in January 1999. The Matador tie from the brand Loewe was likely worn by Edward today as a sweet nod to his wife, Sophie. The couple live in Bagshot Park in Surrey, where they raised their two children, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Earl of Wessex. Duchess of Edinburgh's gesture to Kate Middleton sent message to William. Kate Middleton was joined by the Duchess of Edinburgh at today's Remembrance Sunday service, and according to a royal expert, she sent a subtle message to Prince William. This marked Kate's most significant official engagement since her cancer diagnosis, and the start of her chemotherapy treatment earlier this year. Adhering to tradition, Kate donned an all-black ensemble, complete with a netted hat, her hair styled in a twisted chignon, and a military-style coat adorned with black epaulettes and a black velvet bow at the neck. With the Duchess of Cornwall absent due to a chest infection, Kate, who is also set to become a Queen consort, was initially slated to stand alone on the central balcony of the Foreign Office to observe the ceremony. However, Sophie, who shares a close bond with Kate and is often referred to as her royal sister, was moved from her original position alongside the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester on a neighbouring balcony to stand in solidarity with Kate. This appearance follows Kate's attendance at the Royal Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall last night, where William was spotted affectionately offering his arm to his wife. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, was seen comforting Kate Middleton at the end of today's service as they watched King Charles, Prince William, Princess Anne and Prince Edward lay wreaths at the cenotaph. Body language expert Judy James told the Mirror that despite William and Kate not standing together, they appeared unified. She said, Sophie was clearly in the role of temporary stand-in for William. She chatted to Kate on the balcony as the two women stood side by side, and despite Kate's impeccable appearance of confidence as she stood in the spot that used to belong to the late Queen, Sophie appeared to be keeping a watchful eye over her as Anne has clearly been keeping over brother Charles, reports the Mirror. She added, it was the small touch or even pat on the back as Kate walked ahead inside the building that seemed to not only offer a form of maternal affection, caring and reassurance or even congratulation to her niece-in-law, but it also looked like the visible proof to William that Kate is in very safe and caring royal hands when he is not there by her side. Judy also noted, Kate watched William place his wreath with a very faint smile of pride, and her Victorian-themed coat dress, with its high-neck velvet bow and single line of matching buttons, looked paired to his now thickening beard, which added a more dashing, historic royal king look to his image. At today's service, Kate was seen wearing 3 red poppies, often speculated to be a tribute to her great-grandmothers, 3 brothers who tragically lost their lives in the First World War. Her diamond and pearl drop earrings were once owned by the late Queen, and she also sported her Silver Queen's Dragoon Guards brooch, a nod to her role as Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment beneath her poppies. The Princess first attended the service as the Duchess of Cambridge 13 years ago, 7 months post her marriage to William, thus becoming a part of the royal family and an HRH. In 2011, she was photographed wearing a black double-breasted coat by Diane von Furstenberg and a small brimmed hat with a large bow by couture milliner Jane Corbett. Since then, Kate has been present every year, including 2020 when she stood socially distanced from Camilla on the balcony during the COVID pandemic, while the increasingly frail late Elizabeth II missed the service due to a sprained back. On Monday, Prince William's aunt made a speech at the British Embassy in N'Djamena, having met charity workers and NGO workers. She was seen in a red ankle-skimming wrapped dress from Ghost with a white star and crescent moon print. The Duchess is visiting the African country with UNICEF representatives. At the beginning of the trip, she was moved to tears having met with refugees who had fled the civil war in Sudan. Prior to the visit, Sophie stepped out on a number of outings wearing printed looks. On the 4th of October, the Duchess spoke with members of the 5th Battalion, the Rifles, during a medal presentation ahead of their homecoming parade, after a 6-month deployment in Estonia, at Picton Barracks in Wiltshire. She was seen wearing a pink and khaki floral dress from Erdem with a collared neckline, and 3/4-length sleeves. The designer number was teamed with the Rosalia heels from Jimmy Choo. The royal also opted for a printed outfit when she wore a grey plaid suit from Vince when she opened the Domaine Evremond winery in Kent. The classic ensemble was teamed with a duck egg, blue satin shirt and the on-trend Exia 80 burgundy patent pumps from Jimmy Choo, which had her looking like an autumnal-it girl. Tireless Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, set to be crowned hardest working royal. For years, Princess Anne has been dubbed the hardest working royal. But now the Duchess of Edinburgh is on course to take her crown after more than doubling the number of engagements she has conducted this month compared to last year. So far, Sophie has undertaken 38 appointments compared to the 18 she carried out in September 2023. By comparison, the Princess Royal conducted 20 last year, as listed on the court circular, dropping to 13 so far this month. Sources say the Duchess, 59, has become a secret weapon as she steps up to support the royal family. Sophie has been working extremely hard over the past few months to bridge the absence gaps, said one insider. Tireless Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, set to be crowned hardest working royal. For years, Princess Anne has been dubbed the hardest working royal. But now the Duchess of Edinburgh is on course to take her crown after more than doubling the number of engagements she has conducted this month compared to last year. So far, Sophie has undertaken 38 appointments compared to the 18 she carried out in September 2023. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.